Hi everybody, we have a mini Labradoodle puppy litter update video for you today. These little mini Labradoodle puppies are 3 weeks old and they are our Au Lait litter from Isle Labradoodles. And in today's video, we're going to give you an update about all of the puppies, the news for the past week for the puppies, and also an update on Mama Noisette. Hi, I'm Claire from Isle Labradoodles, and we are just having so much fun with the 6 puppies from our Au Lait litter. These mini Labradoodle puppies are a rainbow litter. You can see they're all here in the bed together, and they're all different colors. We have some chocolate, we have some apricot, we have a black and white party, we have an apricot party, and we have a beautiful ebony dog as well. And this is Mama Noisette. And Mama Noisette is a chocolate sable. And her partner for this litter was Eli. And Eli is a cream Labradoodle. So Eli is all white and he has a black nose and he has black lips. And so that's why we have all this rainbow together, because Eli can produce any type of color in the rainbow depending on what color girl he's with. And Noisette can do that as well, because she is chocolate, but she can make blood puppies and she can make caramel puppies, cream puppies, apricot puppies, again depending on her partner. So as you can see, we don't have the most beautiful setting for our video today, and that's because the puppies have moved. That's the major milestone for these Australian Labradoodle puppies over the past week. They've graduated from the maternity ward and moved into our nursery. Now our nursery is quite full right now. We had many of our girls cycle at the same time. Not exactly what we had planned. However, we do have room to accommodate everybody. It just means we are in fairly limited space and it's not particularly beautiful. Orca has a litter, and her litter is just turning 2 weeks old, and Orca and her puppies are in our normal studio where we do all our filming. So we are just filming on location. So we hope you'll bear with us and not be too upset by the fact that you see us in our working environment where the puppies are. So the reason why the puppies move out of the maternity ward and into the doodle den is to give them more space. They have way more space now, and they no longer have the whelping box. So instead we have the X-Pen, they have a regular type of dog bed. And now we don't use our donut beds that you find in our puppy starter kit or that we recommend all the time, because the sides are too high when the puppies are this young. So we just use a regular everyday bed in order for them to be able to get in and out of the bed. Now right now, in Noisette's area, we do not have a crate in here, but we will be putting a crate in shortly so that Noisette and the puppies can go in and out of the crate. So again, we're building off of all of those natural instincts with the puppies where they want to be covered, they want to be safe and secure, and so the crate offers that to them. And that way they start off already with a great positive experience in the crate. Now Taylor's here today as well, and at the moment she has the puppies who are in our Head Start program from the Pinot Noir litter, and she's starting on crate training today. Those puppies are 6 weeks old, 6.5 weeks old actually now, and that's when we begin Head Start. So she has them all in crates, and you can hear it's nice and quiet. And that's because we've already introduced those puppies to a crate. They go in and out of a crate just happily, and that's where they go for comfort. Now the other reason why we move everyone in here is to start the desensitization process. So behind me you can see there is a dehumidifier here, or rather it's an air purifier, not a dehumidifier, and it makes a noise. And so that is one of the things that they become accustomed to. So we have that in there, they hear it, they get used to it going on and off. Over on the other side of the room is the dehumidifier. It's just turned on. It makes a different noise. So again, the puppies are exposed to that. So lots of appliance and equipment type sounds for them to become desensitized to. We also have our freezers in the background, and you can see behind the chair here we have the dog's TV. So earlier today, the puppies were being desensitized to thunderstorms, thunder, lightning, lots of heavy rain. So we have lots of videos that we can play for them on the TV, and we start with the volume quite low and then we build it up to be louder. Of course, you don't move past where the puppies are sensitive. And so when all the puppies are in here, we have puppies at various stages of development, so they get the benefit of one another's experiences. They're also very much aware now that there are other dogs around. They're right beside Sora's litter. That litter of puppies is 5 weeks old. They're across from Maisie's, and those puppies are just a day older than Noisette's. And then they're just at an angle to the Pinot Noir puppies. And then eventually what will happen is the Pinot Noir puppies will go to their homes, and then Orca's puppies will come in, and everybody will shift around. Because the other thing that we have here is our doggy door straight to the outdoors. So this is a hugely important part of what we do with the puppies. We start getting them used to being outside, desensitized to outside. That's quite a process. And then sooner or later they will also learn, oh, this is where we go to the bathroom. We don't start that for another couple of weeks. They're too little to go outside yet. They can't open the doggy door on their own, but soon they will be able to. So that's all what desensitization is, and desensitization is step one in socialization. Now, I always like to say that socialization is the most important vaccination you can give your dogs. When dogs are surrendered, or when people return their dogs to their breeders, 9 times out of 10 it's because of a lack of socialization. It is so critical that your puppies learn that life is not scary, because dogs are not designed to function in our world. This is a completely foreign life for them. So it's our job to make sure that they're comfortable in it, they understand what it's all about, and that we teach them right from the get-go that new experiences, people, and everything in day-to-day life are all fun things and things to embrace and look forward to. So that's our job, that's our role as breeders. For the first few weeks the puppies are with us, and then you continue that role as the person who is living with the puppy. So it's really important that socialization is thorough and that it's done properly. And the most important thing to remember about socialization, it's not just exposing your puppy to a whole bunch of different things. It's not the old-fashioned notion of 100 people in 100 days. It's maybe one experience, but it's positive. It has to be positive. If it's not positive, it's worse than doing nothing at all. So if you took your puppy and you exposed them to 100 different people and they were terrified of that and really were uncomfortable, you would have done more damage to the puppy than you would if you had not introduced them to anyone. So in the book we recommend to everybody to read, it's Sophia Yin's book, Perfect Puppy in 7 Days. And in that book, she does refer to 100 people in 100 days. The book was written several years ago. Recently, everything to do with dogs has exploded in terms of our knowledge and the things that we have learned about dogs, understanding them better. The whole focus on our relationships with dogs, how we interact with them, has done a very major and significant change. And it is a very quickly evolving field. Same as nutrition, anything to do with dogs. Everything has changed so dramatically. When I was a kid and we had our first dog, whenever she would pee in the house, we had a rolled up newspaper. So first of all, you put her nose in the pee and then you swatted her with the rolled up newspaper. Now that sounds really barbaric and horrible to us. At the same time, that it was perfectly normal and encouraged for parents to spank their children, let babies cry it out. Well, we've evolved from that. We don't raise our children that way. We don't drink Tang, and we know that baby formula is not as nutritious as breast milk. All those things have changed for us, raising our own children, and simultaneously we have developed and evolved with how we raise puppies, the nutritional requirements of dogs, and most importantly, the social aspect of dogs. And along the way, we've learned that they're extraordinarily clever. They have far more going on in their heads than we were ever giving them credit for. They understand cause and effect to a degree. And really, what you have with a mature dog is about the same level of emotional maturity, vocabulary, and all other aspects of maturity as about a 2.5-year-old child to a 3-year-old. So that's what you just kind of need to keep in mind. And when you have a 3-year-old child, if they're exposed to something that's frightening, what's important? That your child understands that you are providing them with security, that you'll keep them safe, that you're there to protect them. And that's something that's very important to establish with your puppy as well. So if you're introducing your puppy to a new situation, you want to be sure your puppy knows, oh, it's okay. If I don't like it, if I'm feeling a little worried, my human is going to be there, remove me from the situation, and take me to a place where I'm safe. Now, sometimes that means all you do is back up. Sometimes it means you cross the street. So one of the things I like to recommend to everyone is you go to an elementary school at recess, lunch, or dismissal time, and let your puppy see all the kids running around like crazy and yelling and screaming, and they're probably kicking a ball or throwing a ball. Lots of activity, lots of noise, lots of stimulation. For some puppies, being on the sidewalk and looking at the schoolyard is fine. For other puppies, being across the street and observing is fine. And for still others, they may want to be in their booster seat in the car with the window just down a bit and across the street. So you just don't ever force it. You start at the farthest away location. So I always tell everyone, put your puppy in the booster seat, because when they're in their booster seat, they're up high, they can see through the window. Great for cars, anti-car sickness, but also a great way to do socialization. And then you just put the window down a little bit and you just talk to them. Ideally, you're going to sit in the back seat with them and you're going to pet them. At the same time, you're not going to fuss and go, oh, goo, goo, gaga, oh, it's okay, baby, come over here, do with mommy. You want to be providing confidence, leadership, and an air of authority so that your puppy feels, oh, this is normal, mom's okay, she's fine, and she's telling me I'm okay. And you stay there. That's how you start. And if your puppy's fine, great. Take the puppy out, be on the sidewalk across the street. Oh, puppy's fine. Terrific. Next time you're going to be on the sidewalk, on a bench or whatever, right near where the children are. So that's how you do it for all experiences. You start at the most farthest away location, the safest possible one. Make sure that you are comfortable, you're not worried, and you're always like, oh, it's okay, hey, yep, that's great. But you're not, oh, it's okay, come on, can you come with me? Have you ever been to a vet clinic and, you know, all of our dogs, the vet clinic is not their favorite place to be. And you see dogs going like this and the tech is trying to take the dog in the back. And oftentimes you see pet parents going, oh, it's okay, come on, oh, do it this way. That's not projecting any leadership or confidence for your puppy. Your dog is going to think, I don't know, why are you trying so hard to convince me of this? Instead, what you want to do is take the leash and say, okay, Rover, that's good, we're going in the back now. And you walk off with confidence in your head, saying, my puppy is going to come with me, they're going to come with me without any argument. Everything that's in your head, your heart, your mind, goes straight down the leash and into your dog. So you need to remember that all the time. If you're nervous about a situation, if you're anxious that, oh, over there's a great big Rottweiler that's not looking too friendly, don't put your puppy there, because your puppy knows that you're afraid, and now you've just taught your puppy to be afraid of big black tan dogs. So make sure that you're content, you're happy, and you're in a situation you're comfortable with. Don't ask your dog to do something that you're not going to be comfortable with. So that's just a couple of tips on socialization. You'll hear me talking about that more and more and more as time goes on. Desensitization, socialization, probably the most important topics, and followed by nutrition. So now let's look at these puppies. You can see them all sleeping here. You can see Pink Collar's looking quite relaxed there with her little paws out. You can see these four are all sleeping with one another, and then we have these two down here. So they go in and out. They can't all fit in there together, but they do choose different places to be. Black and white party boy here, who is, what is your color? I don't have these ones all memorized. Redcaller boy. This puppy, are you a boy or a girl? Redcaller is a boy, yeah. This puppy is a fusser. He is in a phase right now where he likes to complain lots. He wants to talk all of the time. So we see him quite frequently right at the other end. If Noisette is in her area, he'll be out there fussing and saying, oh, come back, Mom, come back, Mom. So Noisette is doing that socialization all on her own. She's ignoring him, she's not rewarding his bad behavior, and she's teaching him, hey, you got to be on your own there, kid. You've got your siblings. You can go get cozy with them if you need some physical contact. So this is what we're building on as people. So the way we have things set up to accomplish that is we have the X pen around where the puppies are, and then over here Noisette is able to step out, and then she has another area where her bed is, where her food and water are. We don't want the food and water in here with the puppies. We don't want them falling in the water dish, and but they're probably too big to fall in and drown, but you never know. You don't want to risk that, and mom's food is not appropriate for them at this age. Next week, they will be moving on to starting to be weaned and starting to eat some solid food, but it's too young right now. So mom has her own little area. They can see her, she can see them. And we can contain Noisette so that she's not able to get out if we want her to be contained, or we can leave the door open so she can go in and out at will. So now Noisette is spending more time out, more time with us, less time with the puppies. She knows by her natural instincts that the time is coming to start to wean the puppies in about another week. Hard to believe that already they are going to start being weaned, but we'll see. Sometimes it's not until week 5 that they want to eat. We really, again, let the puppies dictate that to us. They have to have some teeth. They can start to eat a little bit of pablum before they have teeth, but before they start eating raw food, they do need to have some teeth to be able to handle that. Plus, we want their immune systems to be ready. So one of the things that's changed nutritionally for the dogs here, for these puppies, is they no longer are getting their probiotic paste that we give them as infants. They're off of that now. They'll have a week with nothing, and then when they go on to their solid food, they'll eat the same probiotic that the adult dogs do. So that's all of the developments that's gone on in the past week for the litter, the things that we're working on with them. They've heard vacuums, they've heard mops, they've heard all sorts of things moving as we reconfigure things. When we do things in here, we do have to do a lot of shifting and rearranging. All the meals are prepared in here, so they hear a lot of that. Our dogs eat in here. Our dogs are in and out. Orca and Maisie are back and forth as well. This week we have more of our guardian dogs coming because we have some more litters being born in early June, so they'll meet those dogs. Dottie's gone home now. Dottie went home on Thursday, so Dottie's not here any longer, but it's great. You know, they get a good wide variety of different dogs. We also have our guardians coming to visit. So Noisette's family come, and Dottie's family came. Sora's puppies, her guardians come to visit them. So and Orca's mom cubs too. So lots of different people, all who we know, all who follow a very strict protocol. No shoes, lots of washing, specific clothing that they may or may not wear. And they come in and they pass through as well. And they will begin handling the puppies too once they get to that 4-week age. So lots of exposure. And of course, Taylor is here pretty much every day. Lots of exposure to different things. So now let's go through all the puppies and get an update on their weights. So we'll start with Mr. Redcaller here, our vocal boy. Yes, this is our little beautiful black and white party boy who has quite the conversation with the world right now. He doesn't hesitate to tell you when he is displeased that his mummy is not there. And if he wants to eat, he has no hesitation repeatedly telling Noisette, hey, I'm hungry, come and feed me. He is a really sweet little guy, and oh my goodness, he does love to be hugged a lot. He is more than happy when people come and pick him up and spend time with him. And he has this very pretty, his markings on his back are almost like he's got a blanket on. That's what he always reminds me of, is a baby with a blanket. Such a pretty boy. And then his tail, whereas normally on a party we have two colors on a tail, his is all white. So this little doll boy is now up to 1.13 kilograms. Now you'll notice this week that our weight increases from last week are not huge. And that's, as I was saying back in the beginning, they grow like mad at first, and the minis and the mediums grow almost at the same rate. And now the minis, which are what these are, they'll start to slow down and they won't be as big, obviously, when they go home. So, oh yes, and of course all of the puppies have their ears open now. I think I forgot to mention that. We wait until their ears and eyes are open before we move them. So that's our little red collar boy. Next is dark blue. Hello, dark blue. Hi, buddy. So now when I talk to them, they can actually all hear me. And dark blue is a beautiful ebony girl. She has the most gorgeous face in the world. And you see already I'm getting eye contact from them because they're like, okay, what are you talking about? What are you saying? She's got that gorgeous black goatee and a little bit of white on her chest too. This is just a gorgeous puppy. Love, love, love how her ears are so high set. Beautiful short little nose, nice broad head, and those bright, bright eyes. You just want to look at me, don't you? So this is where this puppy, or most of them, are finding their security right now. When I pick them up, they're going to want to look at me, and they're going to use me as their cue as to, okay, what are we doing? What's happening? I don't. Dark blue is now 1.17 kilograms. That's so awesome. That's a very good girl. Yes, you are. Next we have Pink, and Pink is over here, and Pink is one of our chocolate girls. Hey baby. Oh, so sleepy. There we go. Hi sweetie. Pink is petite. She's just 880 grams, and her face is very similar to dark blue color girls. Again, those beautiful little high set ears, nice short nose, broad head, just a little cutie pie. And she has no white on her at all. She is a solid puppy. Yeah, we don't ever hardly get solid puppies. So she's a little bit of a special girl with no white markings on her. And Pink, she's the quiet one in the litter. Yeah, maybe because we're the smallest. But such a sweetheart. Always lots of cuddles and hugs. Yes, she's a very cuddly girl. And then next we have Yellow Collar. Come here, little girl. In this litter, we have all girls, except for our firstborn, who is our boy. And of course, he's the one who's the complainer. Hi. Hello, Yellow Collar. Make sure I got the right puppy. Yes. Yellow Collar. Look at that black nose filling in. Oh my goodness, it's just getting cuter and cuter every day. I just love when the black fills in on the pink. It's so cute to watch. Yellow Collar is 1.06 kilograms. So last week she was, well, yeah, or actually even 2 days ago, she was 1 kilogram on the 21st. So not a lot of weight gain, you can see, from one day to the next. This little lady is quite the sweetheart, very gentle puppy so far. Now, if you'll remember when she was younger, she had quite a strong black mark on the side of her face here. And already that's disappearing as her color changes. Her apricot party markings are getting darker every day. She has, both ears are partially white and partially apricot, which I always think is really pretty. Her apricot spot on her back is starting to show up more and more and more, and by the time she goes home, that'll be even more visible. And like Redcaller, her tail is also solid white, no color on it. Oh my goodness, I woke you up and you're just so tired. Just a real sweet little girl, yellow collar girl is. Next we have green collar. And green collar is another chocolate down here by me. And just as I pick her up, we'll just put her beside pink here for a moment. So you can see the chocolate color is quite different here. So green is much darker, and pink color has quite a bit more red in her coat. Hi, baby. Hi. How you doing? There's that beautiful goatee. A green color girl, she has as well a beautiful head. This litter all has really lovely head shapes. Very, very close to the Australian Labradoodle breed standard. Really proud of how these puppies turned out. And now just because green color is darker right now, she's not even going to wake up. Does not mean that she will necessarily stay darker over time. It's just as likely that she may fade out and become a lighter color than pink collar girl is. The dark colors in the chocolates and the reds always do tend to lighten to some degree. So Miss Green Collar girl here, oh my goodness, she's just so wild and lively, I don't know what to do. She's 1.19 kilograms, and she is the largest puppy in the litter. And as you can see, she's just out of control, crazy dog. We'll just put her back, since she was over here, we'll put her back over here. She and Pink are often hanging out together. They seem to be friends. And Purple Collar is our last puppy in the litter. Hey, sweetie pie. And Purple Collar is either a caramel or an apricot. I still can't really tell what she's going to do, although her feet are looking a little bit more brown than black to me, so I think she's going to be a caramel and not an apricot. Oh, and you're going to be the squirmy one. Oh my goodness, okay, okay. Relax. Did I startle you? There we go. Everything okay? There we go. Oh, maybe she's left-handed like I am. She likes this side better. And Purple Collar has these little 4 white feet that are really quite cute. She's got white on her face here, white on her under her chin, and this pretty little white marking on the top of her head. And Purple Collar is 970 grams. So she and Pink are the only two that are not up to the 1 kilogram mark. Big yawn. And see, when I look at her lips there, they look to me like they're probably brown, but they're verging on black. So I still can't say definitively what she is, but I'm going to say that I think she's going to end up being a caramel. There we go, babes. And she has that adorable little white tip on her tail. So that's all the puppies, and that's our update for today. Noisette has left us. Like I said, Noisette is taking advantage of more and more time away from the puppies. And again, that's not because Noisette doesn't want to be with her puppies, or she's said, that's it, I'm done with being a mom. It's because she understands and she knows instinctively the time is coming that the puppies need to learn to be more independent. They're going to be weaned soon, and she's just doing exactly what a mama Labradoodle or a mama any dog should be doing. The timing is just right. But believe me, she's never far away where she can't hear them. And if they make the slightest squeak, she makes a beeline. Now, she doesn't always come right in. She'll often just go to the edge, or she'll go along the side here, and she'll look in, and she'll make sure they're okay, and then she'll go away. If they're not, then she is in right away. So I hope you enjoyed this week's update and seeing all the puppies again. They're really just doing so well. And next week we will probably be able to tell you all about their forays into the world of eating solid food. And if you have a second, you enjoyed our video, please give us a thumbs up. We hope that you've subscribed to our channel. We really appreciate it when you do subscribe, and that way you'll get notified if you press the notification button there whenever we publish a new video. And even when we have litters that are the same age and the same things are happening, we try to tell you something just a little bit different in each one of our updates. So if you watch all of them, then you get to learn even more about your puppy and have an even better life with your Australian Labradoodle puppy. Thanks so much for watching.